Meditation Moments. I'm being joined today by Justin Lacy on the guitar and Katie Deese on the piano. I feel very honored to be supported in this way as we support you in centering and grounding. My name is Reverend Nickie Golden. I'm going to ask us to begin by just taking a breath and centering ourselves. I'm going to keep my eyes open. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whichever you like. It's actually good to practice both ways. And then we don't necessarily feel like we have to have our eyes closed in order to be centered and grounded. And I want you to use your imagination today. I want you to imagine a seed. You can do a flower, you can do a fruit, whatever you like. I'm going to imagine let's see, what am I going to imagine? I'm going to imagine a seed that I'm going to plant that's going to create daffodils. I think that's actually a bulb that's going to create daffodils. So I'm going to imagine myself planting the bulb. But first I'm going to nourish the ground. I'm going to nourish the ground with my thoughts of the ground being fertile, my thoughts of the ground being prepared. So as I would prepare my mind with thoughts of joy, thoughts that are positive, catching those parts of myself that tend to move into the more realm of things that I don't want to create, I'm going to catch those and I'm going to bring them back. So I'm going to catch the weeds that are around the bulb that's a daffodil. And I'm going to dig a nice hole and plant it in the ground. Give it a little fertilizer. I like to use natural things like eggshells and tea. So if I were fertilizing my mind, I want to use positive affirmations. I am divine. I am joy. I am love. I am comfort and ease in my life. So we plant the bulb and we cover it with the beautiful ground that we've prepared. And we wait. We begin to engage in what I call the pause. We wait. We wait. Sometimes this is the hardest part, to wait, because a part of me always wants to go and dig it up and see, is it growing? Is it growing? And yet, when we can learn to wait, to be patient, to hold ourselves back, then we can begin to see as the sun shines and as we water carefully, or as nature waters with the rain, we can begin to see this beautiful shoot start coming up. And in time, with nourishment, with care, with love, we have a beautiful flower in the springtime. A flower that stands tall and firm. We can bloom very much in the way that the flower does. We can nourish ourselves. We can feed ourselves well. We can take good care of ourselves with sleep, with rest, with fun activities that we enjoy. We can nourish ourselves by surrounding ourselves with people who bring us joy, people who encourage us, people who uplift us. And as we do that, we will bloom. Bloom very much like the flower blooms. And as we bloom, we begin to radiate the light that's already within us forth. It comes out from us and it moves to the edges of the room. And then as we imagine that light, that beautiful blooming light, the very essence, the aura of the flower that we are, the aura of the seed that we planted that is moving and growing within us, then what happens is people come into our space and they can feel that light also. They can feel that intelligence and that wisdom that we have within us when we're tending it like we would a garden, when we're watching, observing our thoughts, when we're noticing a thought that we don't want to have, and we say, that's not the thought I want to focus on. And so we shift our mind to a thought we want to focus on. All is well. Life is good. We're here to have fun. What kind of joy can I create in my life today? How do I stay in harmony and peace when there's fear around me? So that nurturing can come in affirmations such as I am divine, I am light, I am love. The nurturing can come in the form of questions. How do I stay centered and grounded when people around me are scared? And we know that right now many people are scared. How do we focus on what helps us to stay de-stressed, unstressed? How do I make sure that I'm getting enough rest and healthy foods and enough playtime? How do I make sure I get work that I love? How do I bring harmony to myself with my coworkers and my family? These are important and valuable questions to people. And when we begin to ask them in a state of wonder, we're planting the seeds or bulbs very much like we did with the daffodil. And then we continue to hold those thoughts in mind with patience. We continue to generate the feelings of peace and joy and patience. And we know that the pause between what we're wanting and what appears sometimes is longer than others. But we recognize that no amount of the gap, however long that gap is, that we're able to hold our faith in that place. And to know that in that pause, when it looks like nothing is happening, there is a lot happening. And we can bring our energy into our heart space and nourish ourselves with love. And we can choose people that we know are challenged or struggling in life right now. And we can hold them in our heart space with love. Love, nourishing, replenishing, and allowing. So thank you for joining us today in our meditation moments. I look forward to the seeds that you're planting or the bulbs that you're planting. I look forward to the ways in which you nourish your ground, prepare it, finding ways to engage your thoughts in the direction you want them to go, and then seeing you bloom, beautiful and magnificent, a beloved expression of the divine.